Thank you all very much. That tune was called Autumn Leaves. Announcement, please. Announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Someone lost their cell phone at the front desk. There's a missing cell phone. So please check your person and see if you have your cell phone. If you don't, that's possibly it. Thank you.
gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ken Dixie. I'd like to welcome you to the Sons and Daughters of Bigger Ship first fundraising event. Just to let you know, we have refreshments downstairs. Please, no food and drink in the museum area. And let us continue to enjoy the sounds of the Fifth Connection Jazz Band. Good evening.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Fifth Connection Jazz Band out of Mobile, Alabama. My name is Alvin King, a graduate of Tuskegee University. I am one of the sons of Booker T. Washington. And there are plenty of sons and daughters in here. And we hope y'all enjoying the music. That tune was called Caravan. Now we're going to do this one right here. I know it's going to bring back some memories. And I know people ain't expecting it. So we're going to have some fun with it. Thank y'all very much. That song was called Strawberry, St. Denis. Now we've been grooving in here the whole night. We've been bumping it, we've been jumping it. We've been getting funky with it. Now we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Something y'all know. Hopefully y'all know. All right, y'all, we're going to slow it down just a bit so y'all can relax on the guns. This is the best part. We said we was going to slow it down for y'all. I see some of y'all shoulders moving. I see the grooving going on. We moving, we grooving. I see all my Tuskegee family in the house. The sons and daughters. Got the news in the house. That's what wore my red and white. All right, Pops. We got the other brothers, we got the alphas in the house, we got the Cubans in the house, we got the Duffers, the AKA, the Sigma Emeralds, we got KK Sykes, we got Tau Beta Sigma, we got Tuskegee alumni, and Phi Mu Alpha. Phi Mu Alpha Roll Beach. Now this is a good groove. I was gonna sing it for y'all. I don't feel like singing tonight. I'm gonna stick the thing at home. I think y'all gonna be mad about it. That was Daniel Caesar's best part. That was a good groove, y'all. Y'all appreciate that one. We're gonna do this one right here. Thank y'all very much. That was crazy. There was a different spin on it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Well, we're going to take a short pause for the crowd. We'll be back to see y'all in just a minute.
Everybody step fresh. There's a doors and drinks downstairs. We're going to come back in about 2 minutes. Get an update on where we are with the campaign. So stay tuned.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good evening, good evening. May I have your attention just for a brief moment? Good evening, my name is Ted Dixie. I'm your MC for the evening. We have several authors who have tables set up in the rear of the museum. Our special author of the moment is Sakari Johnson, the author of Dreamin' Drea. We have selected a winner of the book. Will Mrs. Elnora Williams please come forward? Let's give her a big hand. This is Sakari's first book, but she's written two. And Ms. Williams, take a picture. Continuing on, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start our formal program shortly. All right, let me have your attention one more time. One more time, please. We have a very special book here that you may want to pay close attention to. It is written by Mr. Gary Rockman. The title is Back from Hell and the Devil Didn't Win. He's a well-known radio personality in the DMV. And we don't mean the Department of Motor Vehicles, we mean the District, Maryland, and Virginia. So Gary, as you come up, we'll select our next winner of the book. Hey man, come here. You're our next winner. Come on up top. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Back from Hell and the Devil Didn't Win, written by Gary Rockman, is Mr. Thomas Brown. Tom, come on up. mics and the tell everybody to come up. I want you to do first. Everybody, come on up.
Mics just come. Yeah. Like JR told them to come up. Yeah. So they got a chance, they 5 minutes, they got coming up.
Got another engagement, so he told me to find you. But Ted's in charge, so you gotta go somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention for a moment? Would any one of the 5 members of the Tuskegee University Board of Trustees please join us here in front of the bandstand? Please, any member of the Tuskegee University Board of Trustees, please join us up front.
Where's Bob?
Thank you. Again, may I have any of the members of the Tuskegee University Board of Trustees please join us up front. And as we all gather here for a moment, thank you again for joining us at the inaugural Sons of Daughters of Booker T. Washington. This fine event's been put together by a fine leader. Let's all give a hand to Mr. James Rice. Thank you, James. And we'll take a moment to introduce to you a very dear friend of mine who I met right here at Tuskegee University, who will carry the program and introduce our guest speaker for the evening, Sister Stacy Mangum.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Stacy Mangum. I'm a member of the class of 1987 Electrical Engineering. I am happy and proud to welcome all of you tonight to our first event, the Sons and Daughters of Booker T. Washington.
Yeah.
This activity is a consortium of graduates of Tuskegee. We have formed ourselves for the betterment of Tuskegee University. It is a brainchild of Mr. J.R. or James Rice. Where is he? Okay, James had this thought that we need to find innovative ways to give back to Mother Tuskegee and to also find multiple streams of income that we can bring into the university. We don't have to always give that $50,000 check. As many of you know, there are ways to give on Facebook by having small fundraisers for, like, say, $300. You can do it for your birthday. So we want to encourage you to plan to give small donations as well as those large donations. We still want the large donations, but we want to encourage you to do the small. Every dollar counts, for the advancement of Mother Tuskegee. And so with that in mind, I'm going to introduce to you our Board of Trustees who are here with us tonight. We have Mr. Henry Davis. We also have with us Baron Witherspoon.
He left.
Okay. We have Mr. Byron Jones. And Mr. Irvin McCombs. Dr. Irvin McCombs. With that in mind, we'd like to introduce our guest speaker tonight, Dr. Irvin McCombs.
Thank you. I'm going to be short because I know one of the things we want to do is always have a great time. So I can't give enough thanks to James Rice. James and I really got tighter when I had a fundraising event in Washington, D.C. because I walked in a dorm one day and I said, we can do better. And I decided and talked to the board that I wanted to do a fundraising event to start raising money to renovate some of these dorms. And what I thought was just so wonderful and so great is that so many alumni said, Irv, you don't have to do this alone, and we will help you. So I started calling, different people, and Patrick Oates right here was one of them I called, and he said, look, I got your back on this. So we started having meetings, and then we started talking about doing fundraising, and it's starting to work, and we have a buzz going on right now. James was at that event, and James is one that just said, Irv, look, we can do a lot more. We can do a lot more.
Amen.
And James had some ideas, and this is James's brainchild right here, putting this whole thing together. So I want to make sure we give a great hand to James. So just to give you just a quick update and overview, Tuskegee is no different than other schools that have old buildings. And the problem that Tuskegee has, just like other schools, with these old buildings, you need funds to renovate these buildings. And until we do that, we're going to have to move kids around. So we have to, alumni, we have to come back together and get recharged and give back to the university. And what I felt, the love from all of you, and even more so when James put this together, the love just really came from all of you. We want to help and we want to do this. So I'm so glad that we came out tonight to help support that. But we really have something going now. So if those of you that have ideas, bring them to Henry, bring them to Brian, and we can make these things happen. So please let us know concepts that you have, because what I started doing was just trying to help to renovate dorms. And one of the things that people were talking to me this week about, Irving, why don't we just grab one dorm and do it? And the alumni together will just get the funds so we can do one dorm. And one dorm, to be honest, it would be $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 million. But again, we can do that if we do it all together. So just think about that. James will be reaching out to all of you, and I'll be reaching out. And we just need to figure out how do we do this, because there's too many old buildings here, and it's going to take us too long to just do it, just one person doing it or two people doing it. We need everybody. So this is really, really beautiful to have all of you here tonight to help with this. So thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for supporting this. We couldn't do it without you. This is not going to be the first time or the last time, because James has really got this going now, so we want to keep this going. So thank you again so much.
I'm Byron, 88 graduate, and I just got on the board, had my first official meeting back in September. So at the last board meeting, one of the things I realized and what I've seen over the last few years, so my commitment to Tuskegee at the time was like, I would come back to homecoming. That's when I would, say in my mind, this is one of the Tuskegee Line homecoming. So now, what I didn't realize is kind of a lot of infrastructure problems that we have at the university. And so the university itself, Tuskegee, I've been in higher ed. I was a CFO at University of Phoenix for the last 6 years. And I've seen universities build not only a legacy, but an infrastructure that's unmatched by no one. And so I've seen smaller white schools who have gone from 3,000 students to 5,000 students, incredible, types of infrastructure. So when children would come, or kids would come to that school and be reinvigorated, said, I'd like to attend there. And I don't want to say that so the truth be told, we do have an issue here with our infrastructure at the university. And so when young adults come to the university, they want to see something replicated for what they were used to seeing from the houses they came from. And so we do have a challenge in Macon County. And so the county itself has a challenge, and where the other counties have grown tremendously, Opelika and Montgomery County with the plans they've had. So the only way we're going to make Tuskegee work is that we do it collectively. Yes. And so the alumni, I don't know what the past history was, which I don't frankly care about. What I care about is how we're going to slide into the future. Yes. And so the fact that you did the event here for fundraising for the dormitories, it's got a mushroom to something to the next level. This is a big level in itself. And this is going to just be the beginning. But I guess what I'm asking is that the alumni, through your hard work, we need hard dollars. And so it's not like, I look at when Obama won the first election, when people were providing $25 donations, $50 donations. That's right. We don't have alumni going to drop a $50 million check. But if I had 20,000 alumni, was able to do $500 to $1,000 a year, you could raise $20 million a year. Put them on a 5-year plan, you got $100 million. And we can solve a lot of the infrastructure problems we have at the university, because this university will not strive without the proper infrastructure. And the truth be told, if you look at some of the HBCUs, I've done a lot of work with HBCUs through some of the programs that I worked on, FAMU, South Carolina State almost died on the vine, Grambling State University. If you don't have the infrastructure, we will not survive. It will become much more critical than what you can see right now. And so when you go home, like me, I would come to homecoming, I'd go home, I'd say everything good. But it's not good.
That's right.
And in certain areas, you may consider it a crisis. Transparency and telling the truth is one of the most important things we can do for our alumni, so the alumni can understand how they can provide the support back. And what I like to do, working with the board, and we have a new president, is to develop a strategic plan so the alumni know what's going on. Yes. That reinvigorates the alumni. You have a strategic plan of what we're going to do, and then they can get bought into it. Some of you may have children here, some of you may not. But I think, as an HBCU, I call it HBCU strong. It doesn't matter if you went to Grambling State or Tuskegee. We've got to, when you think about what we do, little old Tuskegee, Alabama, the impact that we have on our communities, and more importantly, our black communities, and the impact that it has on America itself. All the general offices that we produce in the military through Tuskegee University, business leaders from Tuskegee University. We kind of like brushed over that to a certain extent. I don't want to give a long speech, but I think one of the important things is that our alumni is a lifeline of where this university can go. And so I'm on the board, I'm wide open to listen to ideas and work with my fellow board members to figure out how we can work. We will not be able to solve these issues without the alumni. These issues will not be solved without, we cannot wait on state appropriations from Alabama. It is not going to solve the problems of Tuskegee University, because there ain't enough money, and nor do we want to rely on it. Successful universities have their alumni provide givings. You think Auburn University can build everything they got in Auburn without the alumni being involved? And so we're a smaller university, but we can play in a big market. Thank you.
I'm going to be brief. My name is Henry Davis. I'm an 8183 graduate of Tuskegee University. With my wife, Angie.
Oh, you're sitting way in the back.
Angie, can you come here, please? Can you come up a little bit? I'm gonna bring it to you. Yes, ma'am.
We didn't hear anything that you all were saying. All of us can't stand.
Can we elevate the mic?
Pump up the volume. Turn it. Let's speak it the other way.
It's okay to speak loud.
Let me read this letter to you. I'm going to paraphrase it just a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay? It's dated January 20th, 1890. January 20th, 1890. And it's written to Mr. E.W. Mills. I'm going to paraphrase it because it's hard to read. Dear Sir, I take the liberty of addressing you this letter because I have reason to believe that you are entrusted to help us to work in trying to do here good for all people. I have a large number of students, and they pay their own board bills by working. People paying and paying. And it costs $50. The rent of what they do, they work for it. But they're unable to pay all of it. I'm paraphrasing. I'm asking you, any money given will be used to providing a chance for students to help themselves. To help themselves. We are here to help our students, to help ourselves, our school.
That's right.
No one else is going to do it. No one else is going to do it. Now, yes, we're in trouble, but we are Tuskegee graduates, none other. We talk about accountability, transparency. Yes, we need that. Now, we selected a president. Now, Henry Davis, she's very bright, she's very intelligent. But let me say this, she has integrity. She has character. She has commitment for Tuskegee, compassion. Let's follow her. But it's going to take a team. It's going to take us. I want to say thank you for coming. We have a long way to go, but we're Tuskegee graduates. We're going to do this. We're going to do it right, the right way.
Yes, sir.
And the author of this letter, Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington. We have our own. That's Tuskegee.
All right.
So with that in mind, I'd like to recognize everyone who's worked so hard over the past few months to make James's dream a reality. So anyone who has worked on the sons and daughters of Booker T. Washington, would you please raise your hand right now? Let's give them a hand. Thank you. I'm going to bring up Mr. Ted Dixie again.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a little housekeeping information for you. We would like to keep the museum pristine, so that means no food or beverages in the museum area, but you may certainly enjoy the sounds and the buffet and the libations located downstairs. Next up this evening, we have the person who we can all look forward to calling us, emailing us, and telling us that we need to level up our donation, right? Whatever you paid to get in the room tonight. Everybody paid to get in the room tonight. Give yourself a big round of applause. But now you need to level up.
That's right.
If you paid $50 to get in the door, pay $100. If you paid $100 to $50, talking about $1,000. Level up, and then we'll see what happens. So next up, good brother, Mr. James Rice.
All right. Yeah.
Hey everyone.
everybody told me that, you know, keep it short. Some people say, hey, this is time to say, because I talk a lot. And I am not shy. I am not shy to ask for money. Closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Amen.
Here's the reason why we're here. We all been talking about several issues on campus. One is that a lot of things have been happening in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is not where our school is located. It's located here. This is not a party school. This is a school of excellence. There are people come here from all walks of life, all over the globe, come here to learn who they are, who they wish to be, what dreams, what aspirations, the information they get from people that they don't know from all walks of life. We all come here, we all have our own stories, how we got here. And a lot of it is about how we survive. Teachers, instructors, staff members who helped us answer the phone call when Mommy and Daddy could not do what they wanted to do for us in our future. We owe Tuskegee more, not necessarily for our education, but for our experiences, what has taught us to be who we are as Tuskegeans. Sons and Daughters of Booker T. Washington comes about, not just from my mind, it came from Booker T. himself. It's about self-sufficiency.
That's right.
It's about how do we get out of this rut we in right now. All HBCUs. It's about who we are, digging deep into ourselves and asking, have I done enough? Have I given enough? Have I reached out to other people? Have I challenged anybody else that's in my close proximity? It is about our network. Sons and Daughters of Booker T. Washington's mission is not just fundraising. It's also spreading the word of who we are. We also are members of the Tuskegee National Alumni Association. We work in tandem. What we're doing here is about collaboration. Sometimes we come to the table with our own ideas and we move off singularly. I'm asking each and every one of us to go back and think about this and how we can collaborate. Listen, I didn't even know majority of the Board of Trustee members. Now I do. I know more people, excuse me. That's why I can't talk to a long time. But all I'm saying is I want to thank everybody, you know, for participating in this. We want to take this to another level. We want to at least try to get people to pledge at least $300 next year. $300 next year. That's what we need to do. We're going to give out pledge cards. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you give it to Sons and Daughters or write a check directly to Tuskegee University. But there's no reason why we can't come back here next year and total a score of at least $100,000. You know, we are successful black men and women. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do it. So all I want to do, guys, is keep this under 5 minutes and thank everybody for helping me, helping each other, and helping this university. So I have your email addresses now. And I'm going to tell you, here we are right now. We're about $26,000. We're over our goal. Okay? So what I want you guys to understand, Stacy called me literally 2 months ago and say, oh, we're still gonna do this. And I said, girl, it's only 2 months. But I was pushed. And let me tell you a story about being pushed. Now, the Kappas always say things about achievement, right? But what you guys don't understand, you can't get anywhere in life if you're not pushed to your next level, to your potential. And I know the brothers Alphas and Omegas have their own sayings that's probably true. We have to push each other. We can't allow our brothers to not do what it is they were born to do, which is lead. And sisters, keep pushing us. Because I have a great team of ladies that will call me up and will make me be the better person that I am. They're ready for it. And I'm challenging the brothers, let's do that. Let's lead it. And I'm going to say, have a good night. And please, enjoy this music that these brothers, these are Tuskegee Roll. Let me tell you, everybody that have touched this program is Tuskegee grown. Everybody. Okay? I'm not gonna leave it alone. So Ted, take us back.
Coach James Rice, give him a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please, hold on, one more, hey. We have one more vendor. Ladies and gentlemen, just for a moment, we have one more vendor. We have one more vendor and several other sponsors that we have this evening. There's a table in the back. The name of the book is Hey Tuskegee, written by Robert Constant. And you can see his children, Robert, Sanaya, or his wife, Charette. All of our authors are on Amazon. They're Books A Million. You can get these books. We thank them so much for their participation. Also, we want to thank you. Also, we want to thank the Fifth Connection Jazz Band. Hey, we've got live entertainment, we've got history, we've got love. We have pledge cards. Do not leave this room without a pledge card being filled out and you leave it. They're right. Pay your money. Marissa has one more detail. Get your pledge card.
I got some folks that want to get some money.
James, we have
Get on the mic.
else?
I got some folks that want to get some money.
Hold on.
Anybody? Hey, there are people who want to give money. Do not leave without giving your money. Who do we give the money to? Go right over there to the desk by the front door with your donation.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
You gonna match it? You gonna match something?
I always get in trouble when I come to these things, but one of the things that we're trying to do, if you really think about it, James has done an amazing job, and to walk out of here and not get $30,000 today is showing that, you know, we could probably do a little bit more. So I just want to know right now, are there any individuals that are willing to give right now, tonight? Anyone, right now? Let me know right now.
Herb, I will give you my $300 pledge of next year tonight.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
If you get $10 from every person in this room.
I got you.
All right, so
and if you reach that 10 from everybody, I'll give an additional $100 to that.
all right, so okay, I think we got a little challenge here. So let's pull like $10 out of our pockets. Everybody, come on. All right, so we need to try to do that because it's, you know, many times we don't have people willing to step up like that. So we got an alumnus that has challenged us to step up, and everybody just pull $10 out of your pocket. If you have a 20.
If my homeboy said it, I'm gonna give him 50. Oh! If my homeboy said it, I'm gonna give him 50. Hey, right over there. Come on. Who's got a hat?
I'm gonna pull another 50 out of my pocket right now. All right.
Y'all get that
So here we go. We're getting close now. All right. So how many more people? We need to step up because somebody has challenged us out there.
Hey guys, I really remiss to not say part of that $26,000 was the $10,000 that Brother Kappa Asai put on the table to help us get here.
I'm a partner.
Thanks everybody. Appreciate your support. Ralph Strauss, just stand up for $500. Just keep it coming. Thank you. Let's party now.
Do they have a business card?
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention. When I tell you, y'all done showed up and showed out. Out, O-U-T, out. That challenge yields us $2,745. That was the challenge.
Well, if you want to make it 3,000, I'll give you another 300.
Y'all need to hug each other. Y'all need to hug each other. You hear me? Happy homecoming, y'all.
Let me go ahead and let's settle up right now.
Come on here, baby. Come on here.
I didn't feel like, you need to be just like the president. And I'm like, yeah. I know.
Just so we know that we are still there. Stay down. Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Another 20. Okay, give me a pen. Give me a pen. Oh my God.
Thank y'all very much. Thank you very much. We are the Fifth Connection Jazz Band. We hope you all enjoy it. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.
Girl, you well.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Everybody can do what we do.
Come on, son. Oh, Booker T. Yes, we ain't got to rush out. Y'all can bring the carts up. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Brother. Hey, I did not know that. That's right there. That is. Come down to Mobile one of these days. I got to pay you. More than well. You ain't got to worry about nowhere to stay. You can bring family. You can bring, hey. You bring family. You bring family. Hey, but look, this ain't his first morning. Every time, come on, when I call him, he said, oh yeah, I'm down. Every time he don't care, he had always I got it. I knew what I got. You got to bring the family. I ain't got it. You got to run out of what's family. Oh, man. Let's go get a... I'm going to try to get them parts. I'm going to find a dude who got the pizza elevator. I'm fine. I think it's just old now. Yeah, I see them coming up and down. Oh, the elevator working now? I think it is. The elevator working now? I think it is. Hey man, we're going to get the elevator to do this stuff.
Excellent music, fellas.